Microsoft,
E3.
and I am dead.
Good job, Alan. So, Microsoft press conference. First game shown off, Halo 5 Guardians.
Yeah, I had a feeling they'd start off with something big.
Has anyone here played at least Halo 2 and 3?
I played 3.
A little bit of 2.
I played and completed 3.
I like that in this one you're chasing down Master Chief, who is apparently like a villain now. I mean, at least is portrayed as a villain.
According to the developers, there's actually two there's two perspectives. You play as Master Chief with his own team,
Yeah.
and you play as these guys chasing Master Chief
Yeah.
and his new team.
I like that. And I like that when you do like co-op, you'll actually be different players rather than also Master Chief.
Yeah.
Or the Arbiter, who is back in this game.
Oh, cool.
And you might as well-
yay!
you
'Cause
might-
that I was thinking it needs more Arbiter.
You know
he
what?
was my favorite.
You know what? You can shut up. I love the Arbiter. He's the best.
Like, my knowledge of the series extends
disagree.
between the start of 3 and the end of
Did
3.
anyone here play 4?
No.
No.
Unfortunately, that's the only one that I haven't played. Although I've
So,
heard mixed reviews on
Do you
it.
guys want me to tell you why Master Chief is an enemy of the state now?
None of us have Xboxes, so it's not like it's going to spoil it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Unfortunately.
okay, for the viewers, spoiler alert. So like in 4 at the end, basically Cortana dies, and Chief is like, because like she's so old, like as an AI, she's like 3 years old, and her code is going bad, so she's becoming more like self-aware and unstable.
Yeah, apparently AIs have like a
She's a learning AI, so she has a limited capacity because she's still tech. But Chief is attached to her because she's his AI. She's been with him through everything.
And now she moved on to making phones.
No.
Yeah.
No, she's in the phones now.
Yeah. But basically,
So yeah, happy ending
Cortana-
does happen.
Cortana sacrifices herself to save Chief, and Chief is like, I can't do this anymore. And like, the humans wanted to kill Cortana and all that, so Chief questioned their motives, and they made more Spartans, which, if any of you know how Spartans are made, that's really bad.
Mhm.
Because, like, well, at least Chief, he was essentially kidnapped as a child and forced into genetic modification. Now I think they can do it to anybody, but I'm not sure. They showed off things that might be boss battles, giant robots and shit, improved mobility, like sprinting and basic parkour.
Yep.
Moving on. There was Recore from the makers of Metroid Prime, where there was a robot dog with a sphere in its body, and all the other evil robots had spheres in them too. But the robot had a blue sphere, the evil robots had a red sphere, and if you take out the sphere of the red robots, then they die. But then the dog, like, exploded, and she took the blue core and put it in a bigger robot, and then that robot came back to life, and it was the dog.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I know that I watched this one, but I don't remember much about it. What the fuck?
I didn't watch this.
It
but-
was weird.
Yeah. Sounds weird.
They announced backwards compatibility for the Xbox One.
That-
So
That's
Very
been a
nice.
huge deal
if they had announced that as soon as it came out, I probably would have bought an Xbox One.
because you have a 360, so you actually
Yeah.
have games you could play.
I have literally an entire disc case
Yeah,
full
you got
of games.
tons of games for Xbox 360.
But
Yeah, people have been talking about that constantly, and like, I was ready to punch people at my work because there was just a constant like console war debate going on at my work,
Mhm.
and like E3 this year was good all around. Like, I don't care who won or not, every press conference was awesome in my opinion.
Yeah.
they announced the Elite controller, it's basically an Xbox controller that you can map the buttons to, and like there's pads, like button pads underneath the handles so that you can hit them with like your middle and
So you can quickscope each.
It looks really cool. You want to know what's not cool about it?
What?
It's $150 to buy one.
Oh yeah.
If you're good enough, you don't need it.
Then there was
I could buy a fucking 2DS with that.
Yeah, you can
On
replace
markdown.
the sticks and all the buttons on your controller for about $6.
I could get a 2DS and Pokemon Black version 2 for that much money.
then there
Yeah.
was
And you did.
I did.
You did.
Then there was the Fallout 4 thing that they did at the Microsoft conference. They showed more gameplay. They showed a guy with a really cool sort of like old-timey like Civil War coat, which looked really cool.
One thing I liked about the Fallout at Microsoft conference is they announced that they're going to have mods that are made on PC. They're going to bring them to
Xbox.
Xbox.
Just-
And they announced after the fact they are bringing them to PlayStation later on.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it's one of those timed
Awesome.
exclusivity things.
That's
Plus,
awesome.
since they're working on similar operating systems, I'm sure there's less work involved in getting it to the Xbox One.
Yeah. Then
So that's pretty cool.
They showed off more of the Power Armor gameplay, which, my God, I am so excited for that goddamn Power Armor. You can put a jetpack on it.
Yeah. Rocket power!
You're a flying tank
Yeah.
with a Gatling gun.
Yeah, we had to cut short the Bethesda conference on our first video, but we're all in agreement that Fallout 4 is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're very excited for Bobby's birthday so we can all ignore him and play Fallout 4.
Yeah, we've all talked about this. Well, at least me and Bobby have. We're all going to get Fallout 4, and then none of us are going to talk to each other ever again.
Yes.
Never.
For Bobby's birthday, let's just get him a PS4 and Fallout 4.
You could spend that kind of money, I'm not.
I mean, if we all chip in,
I don't mind chipping
Still
in.
a lot of money.
It's still, yeah.
whatever. Go ahead.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when the time comes.
I'd rather,
All right,
I'd rather you
moving
give me
on.
a game for the Wii U.
Moving on. EA
And a Wii
This
U.
Access.
is interesting.
Moving on. EA Access. Okay.
And
Then Forza
what the
Motorsport 6.
What?
Forza Motorsport 6.
Oh yeah, I heard about like how customizable that game was.
Yeah. That one looks cool too.
Forza looks awesome. I wish Forza were not an exclusive because I want it.
Dark Souls Dark Souls 3 trailer.
Yay!
Yay. So
yeah,
much
Dark Souls
fire.
3. There wasn't as much fanfare as I expected.
Breaking the cycle.
What?
Breaking the cycle.
Oh yeah. yeah.
Understand what I...
Jesus, that went right through your ribcage.
Oh, whatever. I got enough medals to get to the next place.
All I know is that
Oh
whatever,
god.
I know that I want to like whatever they showed in the trailer, that big monster. I'm so excited to run away from it like a little baby.
Oh, I can't wait to just go up to it and hit it in the ankles 1,000 times
God.
until it dies.
Yes.
hmm
All right.
So
After-
I've been hearing mixed things. I've been hearing some people saying that From Software is not making any more Souls games. And I've been hearing other people saying that they've confirmed that they definitely are making more Souls games.
I would be surprised if they didn't.
Yeah,
I
because
don't-
they sell well.
Like
What it might be is they might actually be finishing the Dark Souls franchise, but they might do more Bloodborne type stuff.
I was thinking about.
I'd be fine with just 3. Like, I don't want to have to buy 4 games. Like, if I really fall in love with a series, I don't want to have to, like... That's why I never got into Assassin's Creed. If I really fall in love with a series, I don't want to have to buy 20 games.
I stopped liking Assassin's Creed after Revelations.
That's about when I got off of it too. But
Um,
I might get the new one though.
Speaking of Dark Souls 3, I was listening to a YouTuber that I watch, Epic Name Bro, and he talks a lot about Dark Souls, and he's like in with the developers and shit. And he was talking about like things they could do, like Dark Souls. They say they want to make more games like Dark Souls, but that the mechanics will change. Because like
Yeah.
one of the new mechanics they have in Dark Souls 3 is called Sword Arts, which is like special moves. And
Yeah,
different
you can
weapons.
unlock different moves.
Yeah, and he was like, well, From Software has done sci-fi games before. Could we see a Souls game with a sci-fi tin?
I was gonna say I really want to see another Armored
Yeah, Armored
Core.
Souls.
Armored Souls. I want to see another Armored Core game though. They haven't made one since the PS3, and like that game was starting to look really good graphically when they made the latest one. I would like to see one on Gen 4.
Okay.
And like those games, have any of you guys played the Armored Core games?
No,
No.
sadly.
They're like playing if you like Gran Turismo is a good game for people who like cars. Armored Core is like Gran Turismo for
Mechs.
Yeah, like
Ooh.
you're adding in different like coolants and engines and stuff like that, and swapping like how tight your gears are turned.
Really?
And, like it'll make slight adjustments to how your legs move and stuff.
Wow.
It gets really in depth, and you can like add little decals and spray paint all over the robot. You can make your own factions, and it's really cool.
Okay, I'm gonna get through the next few a bit quickly, just so we.
We're only about halfway.
Okay, yeah, I mean there's still a lot to it.
Okay.
I mean,
There's-
I would expect a lot.
They
from
went
that.
over. They showed some more stuff for the Division and Rainbow Six.
Division.
Yeah,
I'm so happy for the Division.
nothing we didn't see at the Ubisoft
March
conference.
2016. Mark it on your calendar.
Is
I
there like
want
an
it.
open beta coming out soon?
Yeah, Xbox is getting it a month early, but both consoles are getting it. I think it's in December or January.
Cool.
Sometime in winter.
There's Rainbow Six. We all saw Rainbow Six.
Mhm.
Gigantic, which is like a third-person MOBA thing.
Yeah, I'm over
I was
it.
excited for that game when I was reading about it in Game Informer until they said it was a MOBA, and then I was like, oh, well, never mind.
I never got on the MOBA train, and I don't know. It feels unfair for me to say that I'm sick of all the MOBAs that companies have tried making since I'm not a fan of them in the first place.
I mean,
but
the characters and the gameplay look cool.
yeah.
Um,
I will say, they used one of my favorite songs of all time for the trailer. They used Norwegian Pirate by Two Steps from Hell, and that song is my jam. So that made me happy.
yeah. After that, they went over a bunch of indie games. Something called Tacoma, which is Gone Home in Space.
That could be good. I have no idea what it is, but it could be
Ashen,
good.
which looks like sort of like open world MMO maybe
Ashen,
thing?
I don't remember this.
It's a one with no faces. The people with no faces that look like really gray and depressing.
Yeah, I remember
At
that.
the end of the trailer was a giant flying deer whale.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I kind of
what?
remember that.
Yeah,
I love Giant Flying Deer.
Was that one an Xbox exclusive, or is that coming to other consoles?
I'm not sure. After that was Beyond Eyes. It sort of looked like Unfinished Swan, but it was about a blind girl. So like you hear,
I've been hearing about that. Yeah, it's
like
supposed to be good.
when you hear things, you see them like a colorful bush.
If I'm thinking of the right thing, Kotaku did an article on that when it first got announced, or when it was first announced they were developing it.
Yeah.
It looks interesting. Yeah.
Then there was Cuphead.
I fucking think that game looks amazing.
Everyone thinks it looks
I
amazing.
love those old fucking cartoons, and I'm so sad that that game's not
a
coming to PS4.
1930s cartoon turned into a platformer.
I'm really amused
Like,
that they
yeah.
got
What?
the style so
What?
well.
You need to see Cuphead.
There's more that you can figure out by looking at a
opening-
picture of it than we could ever describe
It's-
it to.
it's
But
a-
they just nailed the Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie
Yeah,
style.
The opening of the game is like silent movie style. Cuphead and Mugman gamble with the devil.
Yeah,
And,
it's
like,
got
they're
like
playing
the horn
craps.
fanfare and like the little like circular.
But like the movements are so
emblem.
slick and smooth, but like kind of slow, like old Steve.
And
Yeah.
whenever anybody is like standing still, they're doing that kind of like bouncy pose that Mickey Mouse did
I
in
was
Steamboat.
so sad
It looks
that
so
that's not coming to
hectic.
PS4.
So something I didn't realize until I was watching Rooster Teeth talk about it, because they did like a demo of it on their live YouTube coverage.
Mhm.
Apparently, it's only bosses. There's no like actual level platforming in the game.
Oh.
It's a boss rush. You beat a boss, you go to the next boss,
That's cool.
which is interesting. That's not something that they had advertised.
I mean, they might do it like the boss is a level. So like it's not
Yeah.
just one stage.
I know. I'm not saying that as a complaint.
Yeah.
They didn't mention that, and that surprised me
Yeah.
because it seemed like the kind of game that would have been a regular style.
Honestly,
platform.
that game has been like the thing that most made me want an Xbox One.
The only thing that I can see being being troublesome about the game is that since it's in the weird 1930s style, everything sort of looks like it could blend together sometimes, and like everything looks the same, so you don't know what's supposed to be moving or.
Oh, I'd probably assume if they realize that too, then that could be a boss trying to figure out what's different in the surrounding areas and trying to
Maybe.
overcome it.
This level is hard.
Yeah. All right. So after Cuphead, they talked about Xbox game preview, Xbox early access. Then they showed off a cinematic trailer for Ion. I have no idea what the fuck it is. They just zoomed out of space and nothing happened. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I know those always seem like good ideas for the developers who make them, but I don't like trailers that are like that are just like, here's a still image of a thing.
It wasn't still.
Now you
image.
know what this game is.
I just
I know,
have no
but
idea
just
what
like
the fuck happened.
there's a lot of trailers that come out that don't show you anything. Even like worse than a cinematic trailer that like at least gives you an idea of what you'll be doing in the game. Some just you have no idea. No.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm not gonna
after
perfect
that,
this level.
Rise of the Tomb Raider looks cool.
Also sad that that's not coming to PS4 since they had the other one on PS4.
I thought it was a timed exclusive.
It is.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
I saw like
You
on
haven't even
Wikipedia
opened.
that it said like Xbox One.
You haven't even opened your Tomb Raider.
I have opened it.
Have you?
When did you get Tomb Raider?
I got it 3 paychecks ago.
What the hell?
2 paychecks
Oh, was I
ago.
supposed to jump on top of that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're just getting to the end now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and gold medal this level. This
Do I
one's
need to
tricky.
speed run this?
What? We got 2 minutes.
Okay, so
Or a minute
after
and a half.
that was the Rare Replay, 30 old Rare games for $30, Concerts Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie.
That is very.
I played some of
interesting.
the games on Sega Genesis, but I didn't have an N64 to
Nice
play like
try,
their
Rare.
big hits.
Yeah, I heard that like a
Yes, we're going to portray the shambled corpse of Rare out before you.
They're walking
Buy
out
it.
like they walk fucking Rareware out like Bernie from Weekend at Bernie.
Here's Banjo. Here's Conker.
After that,
I see you guys don't have too fond opinions of Rare then.
no, it's not Rare. It's just like what's happened.
Yeah,
I don't.
after
I haven't
Xbox
kept
bought
up.
Rare from
The la-
Nintendo, it just went downhill
The last
fast.
few games that Rare made were Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Not as bad as people say, in my opinion. And all the Kinect games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they do Connect Star Wars?
Probably.
Done.
Okay.
If that is the case, then I'm done with it.
Alright,
But
so
I didn't really care to start with.
after that was Sea of Thieves, shared world pirate adventure with sort
Looks
of
cool.
cartoony graphics, yeah. Then there was Fable Legends. It's sort of like
Haven't been interested since the start since
it's
they
like
announced that it's
four,
not like an
four
actual
people
story.
are third-person action dungeon crawling.
And one person's the DM,
Yeah,
which is a cool idea. I would have preferred just like an actual
Less
Fable
interested in that than I
story.
would have been in Fable 4.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, I don't want another Fable.
Right. 30 second speedrun.
Okay,
Actually, 20 seconds.
What?
20 seconds.
Go.
VR gaming,
Cool.
mech game, cool. HoloLens, really fucking cool.
Yeah,
Gears of
really
War,
cool.
Gears of War Ultimate Edition and
Eh.
Gears 4.
All right, yeah.
Here's for
Next
you.
episode, better.
Next time, everybody.
Roll the music. Quickly roll the music.
I'm rolling it quick.